Martinez to Chelsea. Here we go. Listen, I have a song that I have to sing, yeah? Bye-bye, Sanchez. Bye-bye, Sanchez. Bye-bye, Sanchez. We will see you again. Eh? We won't see you again. Listen. How about that? How about that? After one game, yeah, Sanchez going full on Sanchez. Xabi Alonso watching him go full Sanchez. Figure, hey, we need somebody to come in here and do the job that we actually need them to do. We need Sanchez to do. And we went in and get Emi Martinez, 7-point-something million. I don't care about the fee. Yeah, we got Emi Martinez and upgrade to Sanchez. I'm buzzing. I'm happy. If you're a Chelsea fan, I know for a fact, yeah, you are happy about this one. But ladies and gentlemen, before we get into the details, and I'm also going to be telling you my review about the game as well. We just played Luton, yeah? We smoked them 2-0. It should have been more than 2-0, right? But listen, it is what it is. We got the win. We see Leeds next, right? And hopefully we can be able to smoke Leeds as well and get ourselves ahead. According to Xabi Alonso, listen, we are in all these three competitions, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, the Premier League. We want them all. We are competing for them all. Forget those things where we say we're just looking for truffle, yeah? Forget all of that. We won the league, yeah? We won the league. We won the Carabao Cup. We won the FA Cup. We're trying to do the treble, eh? The domestic treble. But ladies and gentlemen, before we get into all of that, welcome to Famous Football. I'm your host, Nate. Let's talk football. Emi Martinez to Chelsea. Let's start with that, yeah? And then we will get into the preview for the game, right? Emi Martinez to Chelsea. Let's hear from Fabrizio Romano. Breaking Chelsea verbal agreement to sign Emi Martinez. Here we go. Yeah, I said that again. Here we go. Emi Martinez is here. Club-to-club agreement with Aston Villa on fee worth 7.5 million for permanent move. They will give green light to Chelsea yesterday, and club agree on terms today, as we put about the Telegraph, I think, Telefootball reported. Right, listen. This is how I want to see my club move. Let's be honest, yeah? Yesterday, the whole news started coming about him. Yeah, we want him. We tried to move him for him. The news started coming out. Today, boom, done. He's coming in. We're ready. Yeah? Yesterday, we heard, day before yesterday, we started coming in, right? Yesterday, we heard he's giving the green light. Today, it's done. Boom, done and dusted. We ready. Aston Villa, here's your money. Happy days. Let's go. Bring him over. We call it a day, bro. We are coming. Let's see. I'm not saying we're winning the league. I'm not saying we're winning the Carabao Cup. I'm not saying we're winning the FA Cup. But I'm telling you right now, we are coming. All you lot out there, get ready, bro. We're not messing around. We are coming. Martin is coming. Let's see. Enzo Fernandez trying to head out of the door. He wasn't in the lineup or even on the bench, right? Because we're seeing Chelsea last two games. We saw him on the bench, even though we all know he's trying to head out, right? Now, this is definitely evident that he's heading out, right? His head is gone. He's won Manchester City. He's going to get Manchester City. Let him get it. We don't care. But yes, the good news, yeah? Barco is not going to be alone. Enzo Fernandez is dipping. We're bringing in another Argentine to kind of take him under his wing. The brother not going to feel alone and all of that. Listen, I'm buzzing about this one, yeah? With what we have right now, it's good. Yeah? What we have right now and what we're trying to do and the football we know we can play, right? This is actually good. And I'm looking for more, right? What I will actually want another decent center back. Now, if Fofana can stay fit throughout the season, I know he can be another good one too. But we need something. We need more. I'm looking now. Enzo Fernandez is out, right? We go looking to see what Chelsea can bring in. Who Chelsea is going to bring in? Alex Scott, Adam Watkins, I don't know. Who else? But I'm happy that Martinez is here. It's going to up the level. Now Sanchez knows he's not going to be breathing. Easy, you know what I mean? Like, I think when Sanchez knows he has a competition, yeah, he shows up. He actually shows up. When he started benching a couple times, sitting on the bench for what's his name, Jorgensen to play, right? Couple times when we were in the Conference League, couple times the game that when he had the opportunity to play, Sanchez shows up, and I think it's going to be a good competition for him. But again, Chelsea have to sort things out if Sanchez is going to stay or he's going to go. But I think looking at the window, right, I won't be surprised if he leave. We know it's Chelsea. Chelsea can put out anything, yeah? We can sell anything. We doing the whole, I don't know, Wolf of Wall Street thing, yeah? DiCaprio, I think we have DiCaprio at the bridge somewhere, at Cobham. Somewhere he's there. He is somewhere. But if we can get that done, I'm happy. Sanchez out, I'm happy. Even still, he's not the number one. We get to see somebody like Debut Martinez, in the lineup. And since we know Sanchez is heading out, we don't have to worry about giving him, what's it called, the Carabao Cup game, the FA Cup game. We don't have to worry about that because we have Penders that he's our long-term goal. He's the one we want between the stake in like 3 years, 4 years from now, right? Because Martinez's contract is like 2 years and a year to extend. So let's see how that plays out. Let me know your thoughts down below. Martinez to Chelsea. Yeah. Emiliano Martinez. Let me know your thoughts down below, ladies and gentlemen. Much appreciated. But yeah, we went to the Carabao Cup game. What was it? Third round. And when we saw Luton Town, right? The last time we saw Luton Town, I think we beat them all 3-1 or so. Palmer getting 2 goals, if I'm not mistaken. I think Morgan Rogers at the time was playing for them. And today Rogers is on the other side. But it was an interesting game. The lineup itself was interesting, right? Listen, Penders in goal, everyone predicted that. Lacroix, nobody predicted Lacroix to start. Most people went over 3 in the back, right? But we went over 4 in the back, and I think we also looked decent, may I say. Now, it's against Luton, right? Luton Town, but we look decent in the 4 in the back, let me say, right? Pep Chavaria, Lacroix, what's his name? Achampon, and Gusto in the back line. I'm okay with that. They look good. Barco and Rich James in the midfield, and then you have Palmer, Estevao, what's his name? Rogers up front, and then Danny Welbeck that got the goal. Good. Now, watching the game, listen, it wasn't bad in terms of all maintaining possession. Everybody expected us to do that. Now, what I wanted us to do was to actually get a goal, score a goal, right? Let's score as much goals as possible. And I think that's probably because my ego was at play. It's Luton. We're better than them. We should be scoring as much goal as possible. So that's what I was thinking. But it wasn't the case, right? We created chances or made things happen, but we were just not burying it. Like, I think before the first half, there was that chance from Morgan Rogers that hit the bar and then went out, right? And not just that, we were creating here and there, but not just, not burying the chances that we're creating. And sometimes maybe we try to do a little bit too much, right? But all in all, it was a good game. Palmer get to play 90 minutes. He was also good as well, right? Palmer was being Palmer. Yeah, listen, if he was good against Fulham, Luton, who is Luton, right? Decent performance from everyone, right? Estevão he also had a decent performance. But my only problem with Estevão was that sometimes the way you expect Estevão to pass the ball, he's doing a little bit too much, right? That's all. That's it. He's doing a little bit too much. There was one instance I can think of in the game. He beat the man, right? He beat his man. Brilliant touch. Ball came to him. He take a touch and some man gone, right? Now he's inside of the man. You have, I think, Adam Rogers or Ja Pedro and Cole Palmer and then another person running in front of him. All he needs to do is just release the ball. But now he's taking extra touch. Even though he got fouled and the referee blow, but if he had released that ball when he should have, right, it would have been better for him and better for everyone. But that's my only problem with Estevão. But again, he's trying to kind of build himself there. That's what great players are made of, right? It's not like they're not afraid to kick the ball at their feet. But my thing is this: when you have to release the ball, just know the time that you have to release the ball. You know what I mean? So, like, the second goal came from him, right? He was basically, Palmer got the ball, play him one time, and then he, shimmy, take a shot, even though it was an own goal, but basically he, in a way, you say he assisted the own goal. So, congratulations to him. Decent performance from what we saw against Fulham. So I'm happy about that because most of us was kind of like, what's going on with him here, right? We want to see, he's our star boy. We want a little bit more from him than we're getting. And then who else? Morgan Rogers, not so much. Not so much, right? Could have been better, but it wasn't, right? It could have been better. When I say could have been better, we saw a couple brilliances from him here and there, right? I think his defensive work, people say he's physical. I'm yet to see that physical side of him. I'm just saying. I watched Fulham and I watched today. I'm yet to see that physical side of him. And it don't really appear to me to be like quite fast or quick. So let's see. And Achampon had a good game. Pep Chavaria was another person that we were all looking to see, right? I know the rest of the other men, then Lacroix, we know what they can do, right? So it's like, I'm not really worried about that. The Palmer, the Rogers, Pedro came, all of those people, Rich James, then we know what they can do. But the people that we are actually looking to see them, like Estevao is one, and then Pep Chavaria, he had a decent game as well, right? Playing in that position, he was comfortable on the ball whenever the ball got to him. Now, watching him against Fulham, I was a bit worried. Yeah, like whenever he got on the ball, I wasn't quite sure about what he's doing or what he is. Like there was something about him that just made me feel edgy. Today it wasn't the case. Now, maybe because it's against Luton, right? But he seems to demand the ball a lot. Like, he wants to get on the ball. And I like that from him. So, and that's good, right? Now, another thing I would say that is good from him in comparison to Cucurella, right? He looks to go forward. Cucurella makes a lot of back passes. Like he, on the other hand, looks to go forward. Like there was one time in the first half, he beat his man, right? Going into the box, and I was like, okay, I like this. It wasn't the case that, he made a run in behind and somebody playing. He actually took the man on. There were bare instances we saw that with Cucurella, right? I'm not saying he's better than Cucurella, don't get me wrong, yeah? If Cucu has stayed out, I love it. But I'm just saying, that's one in compared to Cucurella, there's something good. Now, his run back, his tracking back, his recovery run, also good as well. Again, it's just against Luton, so you don't want to read too deep into it, right? You expect this type of performance. You don't expect anybody to have a stinker. That if you have a stinker against Luton, Luton Town, at this point, we should be considering selling you or, I don't know, throwing you in a ditch or something. So, again, but that's pretty much it. No, Barco. Today, I saw a little bit of what people saw at Strasbourg. Yeah. Like, obviously we keep a tab on Strasbourg here and there, but, I saw a little bit. Now, again, I repeat, I stress it out. It's against Luton. Yeah. So you don't want to kind of look into it like, oh my gosh, right? It's against Luton. But when it comes to control, like what we expect from Enzo Fernandez or what we know Enzo Fernandez can do, that's the vibe he was giving me today. Right. Now, if I was to do a preview, I wish I'll be doing in the future, but I didn't do today, right? If I have done a preview for this game, he had been in the line of next to Lavia now, but he was next to James, which was also good. So he had that freedom to also overlap, and that's another good thing about him. Overlap, move forward, and the fact that he has that history of playing as a left back, oftentimes I saw him helping Pep Chavaria. So if Chavaria tucks in into the middle, right? He goes out wide. So he wasn't just stuck in the middle. There's also that, bit of a freedom of movement. I think that Xabi Alonso gave to him as a number 8. And that I love, right? So Palmer, obviously have that freedom. But he, on the other hand, have freedom of movement on that entire, I would say, left-hand side of our game. Like, he could overlap on the left, join the overlappers. If Morgan Rogers doesn't, right, Pep Chavaria doesn't, he overlap. Because oftentimes, either Morgan Rogers or Pep Chavaria, you see those three people, one person always is back to give, an option backward. Another person is also overlapping, right, to give an option on the side. And then another person is also sitting in kind of like a half, in that 10 position, right? So usually it's Morgan Rogers that is there, and then Pep Chavaria will be back, but sometimes you also see Pep overlap. So it's like, it's one of those things, like they always do that, and that was really good. But Barco today, masterclass. One of his highlight moment, what was it? The Estevao goal that I was talking about, right? He won that ball back. Now, he lost the ball to begin with, but he won that ball back clean and perfectly. Play Palmer one time into Palmer path. Palmer didn't delay. Play Estevao as well. And there we go. Now, another moment too that I can highlight was the Acheampong header that also, even though Acheampong was offside, but that's the type of thinking you want to see from your number 8. Yeah, creativity. Yeah, the ball came to him, take a touch in front of him. Look up, saw, what's his name? Acheampong, dip it in, right? That's something you see for Enzo Fernandez that we love. Now, he's leaving, and we know he's going to leave, but Barco might be able to fill in that space. Now, I don't expect him to be in the starting lineup, especially in the Prem, but I won't be surprised if we start seeing a little bit of him coming off the bench and all of that. Now, I think the physicality in the midfield, maybe he might have to match that to understand. I don't think he's quite physical yet. But when it comes to his technical ability, hands down, he's there. He's there. So I'll give it to him. But all in all, it was a decent game, right? I was expecting us to smoke them 5, 6, 7. My expectation was way too high, right? It's not the case that we didn't create the opportunity. We did create the opportunity. Pep and what's it called? Jimmy Getting hits the ball. What's his name? Morgan Rogers hit it by Pedro should have had a goal that didn't, or what you can say Cole Palmer as well, right? And then Morgan Rogers also, like I said, it's not the case that we didn't, but we weren't burying them. Maybe it's not a lucky day. We meant to win the game, but not the type of scoreline that we were all looking for. So that's pretty much it, right? Emi Martinez to Chelsea, buzzing about that, right? Jackson's gone, Emi Martinez in from Aston Villa. I'm buzzing. We got a win. We move to see the next one in the Carabao Cup. Who is it? Leeds United. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. See you in the next video. There's a lot coming your way. Don't forget to hit the like, hit the subscribe.